morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Now, I should totally be heading to the shop right now, but I got a phone call from James, and he asked if I wanted to drive the wheel loader, which, as you guys know, I am one giant child, and if you're gonna give me the chance to drive big equipment like the wheel loader, I'm not gonna turn that down. So we're gonna head to his house right now. We're gonna grab the wheel loader. You guys can probably see behind me here, James is doing some big stuff over here on his property, and obviously I'm not gonna tell you guys exactly what's going on. I'll let him explain that in his videos, so make sure you guys check out his YouTube channel, Get Muddy. Oh, I see the wheel loader, and I see all the puppies. Hello, puppies. Now imagine you're filming this for your channel, right?
It will get on there.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna not say what's going on. All I'm saying is I got invited to play with the wheel loader. So that's it.
Have I given you a cat key yet?
No.
All right.
You're
part of the club now, man.
Oh my goodness gracious. This is rad. Thank you, dude. I really do appreciate this. Oh, I'm glad to see we got the Pete's back up and running.
Dude.
Yeah. So again, if you guys aren't following James, make sure you check out his channel, because all this stuff, like, on the surface looks great and cool, and like everything's always running and operational and great, but there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes on to owning this stuff and dealing with this stuff, and yeah, he shows you all the realness.
It takes a lot to keep all this stuff going, man.
I was just thinking on the way here, like, how many grease points are on this thing?
A lot.
Yeah.
They make it easy on these ones. Like,
oh, you got all your remotes?
You just go, and it just goes to where they need to go, except for the ones that are like super easy to access, like all the hard to reach ones.
Yeah.
They just have different points on here that...
All right, let's hop up in this big girl here. Need a spot for my briefcase. There we go. You stay right there. Look at that, we got a spot for the camera right there. I love this thing so much. I get to use my new key here. It's crazy how quiet these things are. I want to see one of these deleted. These things are so comfortable to drive. Take our parking brake off. All right, we are moving, guys. I also forgot this thing will beep at you for hours if you don't put the seatbelt on. Now, I don't know the top speed on this thing, but I know they get moving pretty good to where James actually will, like, if he's got a job close by or something happened close by that he needs this thing on, he'll take it like down the paved roads, no problem. We got our gear selector here, 2, 3, 4. Currently maxing out 5 miles an hour. Let's go to third gear here. Woo! All right, we've like doubled. Now we're going 10 miles an hour, but it feels so much faster. 11, we hit 11. Get this door closed here. Might get a little dusty out on the road. This is goals, guys. This is like my dream right here. And I gotta give a huge thank you to James for not only like trusting me with his equipment, but like inviting me to come do this stuff, because this is so much fun to me. So if you guys ever wonder how I get my drone shots while I'm operating and doing stuff, this is what it looks like right here. Probably not the safest, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, now that we got the work done for this morning, and by work, I mean, I got to drive the wheel loader and then watch James do what he did. We're heading back to James's house right now, drop off the wheel loader, James obviously in his dump truck right there. Then we get to head to the shop. I actually went to the shop yesterday and did a little bit more work on the mini truck, and days that I like can just not film and actually work have unfortunately become like a treat to me. So I put the GoPro on my head, went to work on the mini truck. Let's cut to a clip of that right now. Bro! Is Danik back?
Welcome to my mess.
Jeez, guy. Are you in here unsupervised?
Clearly I'm unsupervised.
Where's Papa Zach?
He hasn't been here all day.
Just started undoing stuff?
And just cab went off.
Jeez, guy.
Turbo's out, wide bridge is out, manifolds are out, or up pipes are out. I'm at the point right now where I'm just staring at it, like regretting it, everything.
You never realize how much there are to these trucks until you see them like this. I mean, it's kind of looking like Dedic was here, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
There was a couple of pipes that got away from me. I try to contain as much as possible because I hate messes as much as Brian does. And there's a couple.
It's a good thing about a floor scrubber. Like, it just over and over again, it's paying for itself.
I definitely owe you a floor scrubbing after this.
Bro, your overalls are looking like Dedic. Are you the new Dedic?
Wait, how? I can't
Derek's
do it like
back. Derek's back. Well, give us a rundown. What's happening to this thing, Snow?
So, I did a deluxe max airflow bundle kit from HSP, thanks to John over there. The homie Tim hooked us up with it. And then from that, I was like, well, I gotta do up pipes, so I might as well do turbo. And then at that point, I was like, well, I don't know how far we're gonna go with it.
I think you've gone pretty far.
I will say this, pulling the cab has been 10 times easier than working over top of the hood. So
Can this be done without pulling the cab?
all day, you're just gonna have a lot of busted knuckles and a lot of swear words and probably a lot more beer cans to the side than I do.
Will it go back together?
Yes. By Sunday. Today's Friday. Hopefully by Sunday she's back on the road.
Yeah, because we got jobs lined up for like immediately after this.
Yeah. Probably gonna do some late nights, but it'll be done.
Pull this out, put it in my 6.0. I don't know for sure if we'd be the first Duramax swapped 6.0, but
Well, me and Zach are already talking. I'm just gonna have my dad fly my high school Bronco that I restored. It's sitting in the back of the shop with no motor in it. How many people would get pissed off with an LBZ swapped into a Bronco?
I don't think you can get mad at that. You can't.
No. It'd be too cool.
Ooh,
All polar white.
I like it.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff to these trucks. And these are simple compared to like nowadays.
Well, what's nice about these trucks is like to pull the headlights, it's 4 pins.
Oh, how I missed that. Nowadays, to pull the headlights, you have to do this.
Yeah.
Your whole front end comes apart. You know, can we poke around this box a little bit more, or
Here's the.
see what else we got in here?
Here's the coolant reservoir tank.
Ooh, I like it.
But yeah, I haven't opened up the bottom one. I know the bottom one has hot side, cold side, Y pipe. Not showing the new turbo yet. You guys can hear it, but I'm not giving away my secrets.
Oh, because we got a big race lined up, right?
Yeah.
We gotta build a stand for it.
Well, there's a.
Are we getting like?
It's gonna go right there, and we're gonna have.
Are we gonna watch the YouTube video on how to put an LBZ back together?
Yeah.
On the projector?
What bolt goes where on an LBZ?
Gee.
Truck master, we need help.
Listen, you know you're getting classy when your truck gets some built-in shop lighting. I like the cord. Oh, bro, is this like the new age rock lights?
Yeah. So shout out to Harbor Freight.
Oh, Harbor Freight came in clutch on this.
$24 or three for 18.
I thought it was 4.
18 a piece. Sorry. So you save some money if you buy more. And they're LED.
And they're bright. I'm on a mandated bush brake.
How they doing, Chris?
I was doing great.
What about Zach?
I don't know. I walked up and Snow was doing all the work.
Well, Zach's over here setting up his
Zach
video
was
game
taking my
projector. He's gonna play some Grand Theft Auto on the projector. Snow, do you see it? We got the projector up on the wall right there. Looks great. Zach, this thing smells like Chinese electronics.
Because it's Chinese electronics.
Oh, that's clear.
Can you see that bad boy right there?
Is that a flamingo?
I think it is.
Is it really?
It looks like, I don't know. Hit that light switch, see if it changes anything. Oh, dude, this thing's giant.
No, that's a blue.
No, I didn't even know it was on. It was so dim. All right, hold on, let me focus it. Oh, that's up and down. Oh wait, front one. Yeah, I think we need to be closer to the wall. That's giant. I wonder if there's a way to shrink it. Probably, like, we could have probably read the instructions. Oh.
Don't change the language. We'll never get it back.
Yeah, this is the ideal spot. I'll just stand here and hold the projector for you boys. Listen.
Okay, so let me get it. I'll kind of play it out. I'll cut that plate out.
Oh, are you over here stomping on seals? Oh no!
Oh, sorry, damn it!
That looks like a hamster or a gerbil. Watch out, Snow, he's gonna get you. He's gonna get you, Snow. Snow, pull up Tinder on the projector. Oh, now we're getting serious, ladies and gentlemen. We're giant Tindering right now on the wall. Well, let me focus it a little bit. I want to get clear details on Linda. Linda, 23. What's the check mark? She verified?
She's verified.
Oh, she's an influencer? Katie. Whoa, Katie. Jeez.
What Katie are you?
Jeez.
No.
Oh, those are some big lips, Linda. Samantha.
Sure.
Kayla was hiding her face a lot. Oh, it's peak time. Joan.
You're gonna get a date tonight.
We can do it on the floor. Want to see him close up?
When you bumble?
This guy.
This is what he does.
He's like, no. Yep, no. Yep.
This is next level right here. All right, y'all. This is what our shop has become now. Bunch of grown men sitting around watching TikTok videos. It's probably Chris's first time ever on TikTok. What do you think, buddy?
It's pretty sweet.
All right, y'all. So Snow left, Zach left. You know, it's just me and Chris here. Chris, we gonna get this thing all together tonight. I got you. No, here. I got you the most important tool. Yeah. Go ahead. There you go. All right. Where the heck do we start?
I have no idea. Like, why? Like, why? That's a lot of work to replace, like, one thing or a couple things.
I mean, when you got just like headlight bulbs flopping around and, you know, some coolant just dripping all night apparently. Now, here's a little sneak peek. We got all of Snow's parts here out of the box. The beautiful HSP intake, all of this piping. Look at that. Whew. Just looks so good and so clean. It's gonna look so sick under the hood of the LBZ. But we're gonna call it for tonight. These guys are gonna be jumping on it pretty hard tomorrow. Not sure how much I'm gonna film tomorrow. We got other projects going on at the ranch, but we will definitely keep tabs on this and hopefully be here for the first fire up of this thing because it's gonna sound really good. Now, yesterday, Snow got some bad news, or figured out some bad news, that apparently the turbo parts and all that stuff ended up being the wrong thing for his truck. So that project's gonna be on hold for a little bit, which means our rack's gonna be taken up for a little bit. But that's not a bad thing, because that gives me more time to film down here at the Ryno Ranch Gate project, as well as like I'll be able to hopefully be down at the warehouse when the Snow's getting that thing put back together. Now, the last day we were out here working was the helicopter skydiving day, which if you guys haven't seen that, you should probably check that video out. Nothing's really changed since then, other than Abel and Chava ran through this morning and cleaned everything up. But one thing that we didn't really get around to because we were busy getting distracted by skydivers was putting these boxes in, which are gonna go, I can't really get the height right there, but these are gonna go in the fronts of the columns here, and these are gonna be for lights because each column is gonna get a light. Typically we try and put it in kind of as we're going up with the block, and they'll cut the block around it. But Aaron and the guys didn't stop while I was super distracted with the helicopter. So we're gonna end up cutting those in now. All right, well, the boxes are marked where they're gonna be cutting them in, which you guys can see up there, hopefully. Hopefully the green shows up, I don't know. Right yonder. And again, once we bring the dirt up, which will be to this level right here, those lights aren't gonna be 42 feet up in the air like they look like right now, even though I kinda really do like that look. Y'all might be seeing me make a change here and turn all these columns into like 10-foot columns. I've already like exceeded my budget for this project a lot, so trying to rein in the costs a little bit. This entrance has become expensive, and we got a lot of other projects we gotta do at the ranch, so we can't go too crazy out here. Oh, and he's taking a Willie petting break. Giving Willie some of your water. Also, now that the door frame is in, all of our clips are in. If you guys remember when we put those in the block layers. I'm gonna pull off these braces because we no longer need to hold it this way. And quite honestly, we really don't need that spreader in there to make sure that we remain our 36 inches. But I'm gonna leave that just in case. But all these block are closed-ended over here. And then we slushed inside the frame, which if you guys remember, this was like a C-channel frame here. We mixed up a bunch of mud really wet, let it go down into that frame. So this booger is absolutely solid. You don't hear any hollow metal sound anymore, so we're good to go to pull this bracing off. Now the guys have left for the day, so it's just me and Papa Ryno out here. He's laying. I'm gonna be tending for him, and I know we went over like what a tender does previously, but we'll do it right now, actively, instead of just like standing, pointing, and talking. Now we always got to keep mud good, so we've got our mud in the shade right here. You can see the wheelbarrow's drying up a little bit. We're gonna get some water on that because anything dry will suck the moisture out of the mud, and you don't want that. We'll grab our sponge out of our bucket here. Keep the wheelbarrow nice and moist. Don't want to add too much water. You don't want your mud too wet, otherwise when you set the block on top of it, it'll just sink. Get it mixed up a little bit here. And we got to keep an eye on the mud boards, make sure he's always got mud. So you can see this one's good. We'll get everything kind of brought to the center. We'll shake it up, which means basically introduce a little bit of water to it, stir it back up, and reactivate the spec mix there. This other board over here running low on, so we're gonna just wet her down because the edges will get dry. Everything will suck the water out of it. We'll take our mud. We're gonna toss it up on this board. We'll get a couple shovelfuls here. And we'll mix it in with the mud that's already there. Make sure everything's nice and cleaned up. Typically we'd be doing this from up on the scaffolding, but we don't have a ton of planks on here. It's too small, so we'll do it from down here. You can see when the mud starts to spread out like this and lay thin, it's going to harden up quicker. So you kind of want to keep it in a ball in the middle. And then remix it. And same thing for the wheelbarrow. I'm going to pull it all back into one pile here. That way it stays wet and the moisture stays in it. And then we'll take our joiner, we'll strike the wall and sponge the wall. Here we go, y'all. The ceremonial last block on the Ryno Ranch entrance project. Well, maybe, unless we decide to add stuff. But for now, the last block.
Here it goes, guys. Last one. Guys and gals, we should say.
Now we finally get to see the true height of the columns, which is this column right here behind me. Essentially where I'm standing on the dirt is gonna be top of concrete. So that means we're gonna have to hog a little bit of this dirt out here, which is good because we'll use it to fill over there. We briefly have to interrupt this video because I have to jump start my fire truck here. Somebody forgot to kick the battery cutoff off and, oh jeez. Bro, what do we got going on here?
Videotaping you.
You're YouTubing now?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. What we got there?
This thing's like 10 grand, man.
Dang, son. It's got a built-in light. That's better than what I got.
Yeah. Rookie.
You gotta film yourself, bro. You gotta vlog. Wait. Oh. Hey. What's your YouTube channel name gonna be?
C Bailey 619.
The OBS gonna put in some work here. We got the jumper cables hooked up to these big ol' AC Delco batteries from our friends over at Innovative Battery Solutions. Let's get this old girl fired up. There we go.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Jump on the back. What are you waiting for? Oh, there you go. It's been a minute since we've taken the old fire truck for a spin. It could probably use a good leg stretch and some. You gonna wear your hat and bring your fire extinguisher? Oh, retired. Oh, you're retired?
Yeah.
We got air pressure, everything's good. Yep, brakes are good.
Breaker.
All right, buddy, let's go. Let's go fight some fires. Gotta wear my lap belt, man. We gotta be safe. You got your lap belt on? Oh, perfect. I guess the captain sat in that seat. He's probably a big boy.
Yeah, right.
You know, guys, I think my favorite thing about owning a fire truck is any stop sign that you come to where there's even like a chance you were like tied or maybe a little behind the guy that like pulled up to the stop sign alongside you, they always let you go first in a fire truck. Now, this morning I had planned on going to the shop early, but we have some more electrical conduit that we need to run. So we're gonna jump in the Mini X over here. She is a little bit warm. Let's get the AC cranking. We'll grab our conduit, we'll grab all of our couplings, throw those in the Mini X. The chances that all of these make it without falling out, pretty slim to none. We're slowly losing 2 of them. We're almost there. So, kind of forgot, we got a bunch of pallets and stuff in the way here. And don't mind, we're on the bounciest part of the driveway. So, all these pallets are in the way of where our trenches need to go, because basically I need to dig a trench right now from column to column so we can run the conduits that are going to carry the power to the gate motor over here, as well as the lights that are going to be in this column. So might have to like hook a chain to this pallet and try and drag it. Probably honestly push it with the blade, but I don't want to risk breaking any of the block. Hopefully we don't tear up the pallet too much. Use a little bit of the dirt there to cushion us. Oh yeah, easy day. Easy day for the Mini X. Abel and Chava have been busy cutting in all of our boxes. Again, this is where the lights are going to be mounted on the front of the columns. That one there, that one, they're working on a 3rd one, then they have the 4th one to do. Then we get to figure out, I don't really know where I want to put the lights on the guard shack here, but I want a light on each side, and then we got to have a spot for a camera. So right now, Abel's using a grout bag, or as we call it, a blow bag. It's essentially like a pastry bag that you would like decorate cakes with, but obviously meant for masonry applications. So he's barely got any in there, but see, it just lets you pipe out the mud to fill around the box that they cut in. Now we're leaving this stick out about 3/4. We're anticipating that's going to be the depth with the finish that we're going to be putting on here. That should flush out. Keyword being should. Now, if y'all remember, we planned on leaving these columns open and they're big enough on the inside that we can get in there and like change wiring and do whatever we need. We think we have everything planned out properly. I'm also no electrician, so I've got an electrician buddy coming out here in the next couple of days to make sure like our plan's good before we grout the wall, which is filling all these cells of block here with concrete. Because once we do that, changing stuff is a lot harder. You can see with the ladder in there, you can easily get down in these columns, change whatever you need to do. Super simple. For the tops of the columns though, because obviously we don't want to leave these open, they're going to end up becoming like cesspools of mosquito water. We're thinking we're going to do big concrete lids that we're going to pour down on the ground, and then we'll crane them up into place with probably the Mini X or maybe one of James's pieces of equipment that can reach higher. Set them on top like big concrete caps. Now, if y'all remember, when we were got our footings all set up, we stubbed out our conduit right here. That's what these sandbags are protecting, and we'll pull these out of the way right now to expose them. Hopefully there's no snakes down in that hole right there, but that looks like a heck of a snake pit. We might be chopping them right there. They're a little embedded in the concrete. Grab a shovel and we chop.
go.
And there's our 2 conduit. So we're gonna extend this trench from here, tie into that side. We'll run our conduit tied in and then we'll bury it all today. Now the important part is, since we're connecting everything, that we make sure the right pipes go to the right place, because once they're connected, you know, you run a wire through there, it's gonna pop out in a place you're not expecting. So looking down in here right now, I can see that the pipe on this side, which is that one right there, is gonna be the one that ties in on this side over here. Coming off of our master control panel over to our slave motor on this side. That's gonna be power and control. And again, I'm hoping we only need 1 wire coming in, which is what I believe. Now we're gonna grab a hose here because when I go to backfill that, I wanna make sure I wet all that down so it gets good compaction. And you guys can see just how dusty it is out here, but that hose looks short. So we're gonna go grab that green one over there. This one just might reach from here. This is our like good well setup. If you guys remember during the fire, that one got burned down. We thought that was a good one, replaced everything. And turns out that well is like refilled and has been really filling the house the entire time. I have not turned this well setup on because the automatic cutoff when the tank is full isn't tied into this one now that we thought that was the good one. So we got to rewire that at some point, but the good well here, we cycle it every once in a while, especially when we're doing this project. The water on here, you can see the pressure coming out of this bad boy is really good for it being just an in-ground pump with no pressure tank over here. Soak all this down. All right, now that the pipe are in, we are going to backfill all this. It was on the water. So let's jump into Mini X. Don't mind me, had a little Red Bull spill there. This thing's gonna be super gross and sticky. This whole cab needs a full detail. This thing's disgusting. The ground is so hard that you can see, like that's a dirt clod right there that just comes out as big clumps and breaks out almost like concrete. We want small stuff. All right, we should be good there. Use the weight of the Mini X here to get in the trench. And just like that, we are all backfilled in our trench there. Everything is nice and compacted. We're digging a trench right here because all of the conduit that are in the guard check, which you'll see in the back corner right there, those all stub out straight, but I want them to hook pretty quick 90 there because this is all going to be planter, so I don't want a bunch of conduit and stuff running through here. That's going to get in our way when we go to start planting plants and my big old in and out palm trees that are going to live basically in this section here. So we're going to get them out of the planter as quickly as we can. And again, I got an electrician buddy coming out here to let me know if they decide they want to throw a sub panel in here. We're probably going to need to run a few more pieces of conduit up into the building. One thing I had totally forgot about when we did the footings was running the cable that's going to tie into the panel on the back here that controls the entrance gate, the one that we're standing in. I need a cable for the keypad because obviously if you don't have the opener or anything, you got to be able to get in. We're going to end up putting a gooseneck, which is just a pipe that comes out of the ground, has a little angle on it to the actual keypad. That's going to be in the planter that's going to go in front of the guard shack. So right now we're just going to run a little piece of conduit. We're going to stub it in the bottom of the column here. Just run it in. I did already stub out a piece on the backside where the control panel is going to go. And then we'll climb down in the column, we'll tie them in together. But all this is a Cat 5 wire. It's nothing big, so it doesn't need to be deep, doesn't need to be buried, anything crazy like that. This thing will be low enough in the dirt. Up here is going to be a planter in front of the guard shack, and the reason I wanted a planter is number one, to bring more greenery out here. It's going to hide the transition and the slope of the concrete a little bit better. If you look at the black line that's right here, you'll see that the concrete's sloping down this way because obviously the property slopes, the road slopes. So if you were just to see concrete up against that building with a level window, you're going to see sloped concrete. If we put a planter right here, it's gonna hide that transitions and it's gonna kind of play a little trick on your eyes to where you hopefully don't see that as much. So we're gonna take the Mini X back up to the house, give it a little wash because she got dirty again today. But we're making great progress over here on the Ryno Ranch entrance. Unfortunately, I got word from Snow that the setup he was gonna be doing turbo-wise had to get sent back. It's not gonna work with his truck, so he's got a new turbo ordered. So we'll catch up with that in a whole new video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now. And if you guys have been subscribed to me, make sure your notifications is turned on because I've been hearing a lot lately from bigger YouTubers than myself that a lot of people aren't getting sent notifications. So make sure you guys check all that. That way you don't miss out on any videos. Also, if you'd be so kind as to give this video a like, a thumbs up, and check out workforapparel.com. We've got the American flag shirts back in stock. We've got a ton of other stuff that we're restocking, and we're working on some new cool stuff. So head on over to workforapparel.com. There's always a link down in the description. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.